All right, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another amazing episode of Opening Mind series. That being said, it is our last episode. We are done with this series and we had amazing speakers, amazing sessions. We have 22 amazing speakers with so much interesting topic and the kind of discussion that we had, the kind of bond that we have created through this. I don't want to end these series. It's very sad thing for me to basically say that we are ending and this is the last episode. I do not have any further plans, but I would be thinking about it, and I would appreciate to hear from your ideas as well. Maybe you can just leave a message on WhatsApp. इसको हम आगे किस तरह से continue करें? What should we do next? But that's totally on your call. What would you like? How would you like me to keep this relation, this connection going on? That being said, we have our amazing, beautiful speaker, Ruhab Khan. She is an amazing person, and today's session is about gifted children, and she will be talking about the struggles that they experience, but she will also be telling that how we can basically understand these struggles and how we can manage it. Just so all of you to know that this is a very safe space, it's a non-judgmental zone where you can talk to your speaker, you can ask her any questions that you want, any struggle that you personally have experienced, and I think Ruhab would be happy to manage that. Over to you, Ruhab. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's a pleasure. It's an honor that you took out your time and you are giving this precious moment of your knowledge and insight with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I'm Ruhab Anwar. I am an educationalist. I work with children, and it's been 11 years since this journey has started. I have always been a very curious learner myself because children are changing every day. The generation that we are now dealing with is a complete different generation that I dealt with when I started my teaching career. So, I welcome you all, and it's a pleasure having such a beautiful place because at times we don't have such spaces where we are free to speak and we can channelize all the energy and the questions that we have into something more positive. Thank you, Arfa, for being such a gem and creating this space for everyone. It's an honor to be a part of this space. Before starting, I would like all the audience and everyone to just think and just share what comes to your mind when we talk or when I say the word gifted children. What comes to your mind? What do you think is meant from the word gifted children? What is it?
Scoring grades like with little or no efforts in
Okay.
high schools and colleges
Okay, wonderful.
when you're and they are expected to choose a science stream always.
This is something very interesting you have talked about. Yes, sometimes it's a pressure that yes. Anyone else would like to share above average cognitive abilities? Nida, thank you. Anyone else? See, it's nothing right or wrong right now. We are all just going to share children with special hidden abilities. That's true. Above averages. Okay, wonderful. Intellectual functioning. Thank you, Aisha. Intelligent and sharp-minded. Okay. Children who are superior intelligence, natively outstanding. Okay, thank you so much. Wonderful responses. Thank you, Nida, Azmat, everyone. Thank you so much. So, we emotionally intelligent. Okay, that is something very important, and we'll see whether emotional intelligence comes with the IQ, because EQ and IQ both together, we'll see how we can develop and create this extraordinary activities. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. High potential for accomplishment. Loving the responses that are coming in. We have a beautiful, engaging crowd with us. So, we've just talked about, I've asked you people what comes to your mind when I say the word gifted, and a student that is gifted and intelligent, and I've received some very nice and beautiful responses from all of you. So we'll just see what the official and the proper things are. High expectations, all the buzzwords were used by the lovely audiences. So high expectations and children who come with a set of skills that is exceeding from their age bracket. They are usually named or labeled as high achievers or toppers, and people look up to them. So all this comes to your mind when we see or when we talk about gifted children. But sometimes these children also face a lot of problems in their life. We think that it's very easy for them to score a good grade. It's very easy for them to just see and just remember and memorize things, and it's very easy, but they also have a lot of struggles that are with them. A child who breezes through tests, who always know the answers, it's sometimes that's a myth or a reality. We really need to understand as adults, as practitioners, educationalists, even as parents. Many gifted students are overwhelmed, they are anxious at times, and quietly battling for perfectionism. Giftedness isn't immunity, it's intensity sometimes, and things that should favor them. Like, if I have a good mind, I can memorize stuff well, it shouldn't be my challenge. So today we will all talk about high expectations, how they create pressure. Unique talents often hide challenges. Like, if I'm good at one thing, people will always expect me to be good at it, and there will be no way out of it. And how we can support as parents, as a community, and we can help our generation and come out of this myth, this bubble of thinking that they are always perfection. They have this perfection cycle or a circle or a bubble around them, which just captivates them. Let's just pop it and bring them with the other kids and make them a normal part of the society. So when we talk about myth versus reality, I would like the audience to now reflect and think about any one of the child that is around them, even in your house, your sibling, your own children, or the children you teach, or children in your family, where you think that you have seen that struggle come on their face. You have seen any incidents that might have moved you, and you might have thought that this kid really had it hard because of his ability and the giftedness that he has. Anyone would like to just share their response, you can write it in the chat box, or you can just open your mic. Yes, anyone. Any real life example that you have experienced, I would like you all to reflect and know, so we can, it's kind of a backward designing sort of thing, that we'll go backwards and just think that why was the child feeling at that time. Yes. Okay. Yeah, like, but that's true. We don't realize it at times. And even us, like, we are talking about things, but at times we overlook this. Anyone would like to just share an incident or any idea of this? Okay, so I'll share a real example with you all. So I have been a teacher. Right now I'm working as a senior mistress. I see a lot of kids around me. When they just think, oh, she can do it, and even if that's true, that's true. Thank you, Raiba. So I work with a lot of kids. I have children of all age brackets around me. But when I was a teacher, I used to think that, see, this is my high achiever, I can give this to him. And we used to give that child challenges and different extension tasks. And one day, while I was handing that challenge paper to that child, he started crying and he was crying like anything. And when I calmed him down, and he said that I cannot do it. Can you just give me what the other people are doing? So I then it really hit me hard that yes, maybe sometimes they also need a way out that is simple for them. Why always hand them out the difficult paper or a difficult worksheet or something that is challenging? So us as a society, we really need to reflect on all this. Yes, Batul, that's right. Because I totally completely agree with you on this. People do, we sometimes differentiate so much for them, especially for our high achievers. Low people who are struggling, we support them, but high achievers are not given that much support. Yes, yes, peer pressure, jealousy, very, very nice responses I'm receiving. So the common hidden struggles. Now, if I talk and if I reflect back to that child, so his academic pressure was there. Children who are gifted, they feel that academic pressure on them. They always have this thing in their mind that no, I have to do it. And then they put in effort, and if the results it doesn't comes out the way it is expected from them, then it's a make or break sort of a point for them. And it's a breaking point for a child or for any teen, for any person to understand that, see, I cannot do it. And they feel that this something is really bad for them, that I cannot do it, something. Perfectionism. I would like anyone to quickly tell me what comes to your mind when we say perfectionism. Do you think it is a good thing that we expect this from such young mind children or even from adults? Do you think perfectionism something is to be expected out of anyone? Errors are acceptable, that's true. Anyone else would like to participate? So when we talk about perfectionism, it's a belief, like everyone around them, your own expectations become so high. Yeah, expecting from yourself beyond, but it's sometimes it's a good thing. You need to believe in yourself. Thank you, Aisha. That's a wonderful response. So you need to believe in yourself. It's a good thing. But like thinking that I am really good at it and I have no margin of making mistakes, it's really stressful. There is always room for perfection. There is always room for making mistakes. And we should accept it, even from our high achievers, even from our gifted. Then once a child is labeled a topper or an above average child, automatically the circle around him or her, it tightens up. The child is not socially involved. The parents expect so much out of the child that they start putting him into different programs, expectations, and the child also think, no, I have to study from 12-hour to a 18-hour study schedule. And slowly, gradually, the child is isolated, and he is driven away from the society. What a child of his age, what a teen of his age should be doing, they are not doing it. And then it automatically creates anxiety. And that's where it all drops down, because our children are, they should be free. These jargons, these big words of perfectionism, anxiety, depression, they should be away from all of this young generation. From a mind of a 13 or a 14-year-old, these things should not be there. But unfortunately, it's become so normal now that little children, they go through this, and there are proper sessions. Our children need to be free. They need to understand. Hasnain, unfortunately, I was not able to, but I'm going to see whatever you are suggesting me, the show. But I would really like to know, like, what do you think? Should a child, should a 13 or a 14-year-old have such things in his mind, anxiety or depression or things going on? And what can we do to support and help them in these struggles? Now it's your time. Come on, think about how can you finish all these struggles as caregivers, as guiders, as guardians. How can you help? What do you think is the best thing we can do for our children? So, yes, thank you. Now, when we talk about all this, so no one should feel this way, even if it's an adult. Us adults, sometimes there is so much expectations that are from us that we feel overwhelmed. Ladies, or even if it's men, things are expected out of everyone, and sometimes we pile ourselves under those expectations, and this is the problem that creates. So when we talk about the hidden struggles, I would really like to highlight stigma and perfectionism, the fear of judgment preventing students from expressing their true feelings and struggles. So that boy, when his breakdown point came, I could really not do anything at that point, because that was his moment. He was give he was venting out, he was taking out all that was inside him from a very long time. And perfectionism was expected out of him. The belief that they always, must perform flawlessly lead to hidden vulnerabilities, and it really saddens us as adults at times if we look into it, that why was the childhood taken away from this child just because the IQ was higher than the others? He could have done something that he really enjoys, or he could have done something else. Now, when we see supporting gifted children, now in the chat box, or you can open your mic, and I want all of you to just suggest me one thing. How can I, as an educationalist, how can you, as a parent, support such children? Yes, anyone would like to just open their mic and give in responses, or even in the chat box, like how can we support these children?
By instilling in them that it's okay to make mistakes. It's not necessary, it's not need from you to be perfect. You are also like equally, you will be also treated equally as other children if you fail or make mistake. And you don't always have to step up, always have to be the one.
Yes. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Come on, nobody's right, nobody's wrong. We all are learning. I will learn something new from any one of you. Like, I just learned a new show that I really need to watch in order to learn more on this topic. Yes. Okay. Unconditional positive regard. Come on, I want people. It's our safe space. Like Arfa said, we need to speak. We need to talk. Okay. Good facilities. Seerat, would you like to elaborate? Can you tell me what facilities are we talking about so everyone else on this room can understand? Good support and counseling. That's right. Yes. Thank you, Shiri. Yes, very important, Xenia. Not judging them, facilities as in good home. Thank you so much. Yes. Come on, let it coming. I really love reading all the responses that are in. Yes. Everyone is different, different needs along. True. Okay. That's right. Help them. Okay. By reminding them what it's okay to mess up. Yes, that's true. Okay. That's wonderful. So, if I talk from a point of view of an educationalist, we work with different types of curriculums. And once we were all students, so everyone was categorized categorically. Okay, you are going to do this, you're going to do this. However, times have changed. People have started exploring new talents, new skills, and our children also are into new things now. So this we really need to honor. So when we, yes, parents become the good friends of their children, encouraged to open, communicate, and validate. That's true. Like, see, this is your safe space. You are not being judged. We are just talking about our children. Some, a lot of you are mothers and fathers and parents. You can share about your own children. We can help each other. This is how we can support each other. I myself, I'm a mother. I sometimes feel that I differ in treating my both children, emotional support to children. Thank you, Batul. Anyone else? So, yeah, I've tried to create something, and you guys have done a beautiful job in helping me understand it even better. So, first and foremost important thing, as a guardian or as a parent or as someone who's really close to a person who's struggling with all this, it's very important to create a safe space for open dialogue. Sometimes we as parents, we snap so badly at our own children that we do not realize this, and then that's their own triggering point, and snap and it's all done. You stop the communication. We are so busy that we only see our children, and we give a very limited amount of time to them. Once you are with them, try to just be with them. You'll never like someone who's talking to and is continuously messaging or doing something else. Yes, thank you, Batul. Encourage them to participate in co-curricular activities. So, creating a safe space for open dialogues. Try to start very slowly with small things, like share about your own day. Even if they aren't talking to you, take them for a drive or something and just share about your own day. See, my day didn't go well. One of my staff members did this, do that. Just anything random. I know it's nothing, it has nothing to do with them. They aren't going to really enjoy or understand anything, but you're creating that chain of communication. Slowly and gradually, the children are going to come to it. They are going to start replying to you. Try to create at least a time of quality time. We are giving them time, but it needs to be quality time. Yes, we then ask them first. We start with our day. See, my day went today. I went for an our first session, and it was beautiful. It was all about team talk. So, how was your day? Then try to bring them to the topic that you want to talk about. So, how you are feeling? Because we tend to say, "Oh, how was your day? कैसा था दिन? अच्छा था, नहीं था? क्या किया, नहीं किया?" और बस खत्म. टीचर ने कुछ कहा तो नहीं, कुछ हुआ तो नहीं, किसी ने मारा तो नहीं. नेगेटिव क्वेश्चन ज्यादा हो जाते हैं और पॉजिटिव क्वेश्चन थोड़े हमारे कम हो जाते हैं. सो इट्स बेटर टू ऑलवेज कीप अ बैलेंस. प्यार मोहब्बत के साथ. Yes, that's very important. That's a beautiful thing that you can do. Ask them how their day was. Mujhe yaad hai, when I was a kid, nobody ever asked me this question, but now I feel it's very important. Even when I'm greeting my students in the morning, I usually ask, मैं जरूर पूछती हूँ उनसे, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, how was your day yesterday? How's your day going today? Did you have a good morning? Did you eat breakfast? Asking such random questions create repo. हमें अपने बच्चों से एक रेपो बनानी है. आप भले भाई हो, बहन हो, पेरेंट हो, टीचर हो, कोई भी हो, वो रेपो जब तक नहीं बिल्ड होगी, वो अपने आप को आपके पास सेफ नहीं महसूस करेगा. And I kid you not, I have children coming in my office throughout the day. Yes, give them solutions or ask them, उनको बिठाएं और उनसे पूछें सॉल्यूशंस. आप मुझे बताएं, मेरे साथ बैठे, मेरे साथ बात करें, व्हाट डू यू थिंक कैन बी डन. कभी कभार बच्चा इतना मोमेंट ऑफ हीट में नहीं समझ पा रहा होता, जब आप रिफ्लेक्ट करवाते हैं, उससे बात करते हैं, उससे समझ रहे होते हैं ना, तब वो बच्चा समझता है, अच्छा हाँ ठीक है, मे बी माई एक्शंस टू बी मोर रिएक्शन देने से पहले ऑब्जर्वर बनना पड़ेगा. पहले उसके बाद ऑब्जर्व करें, उसको इम्पैक्टफुली सुने, उसको एब्जॉर्ब करें, फिर बच्चे के साथ बैठ के उसकी इवैल्यूएशन करें. चीज normalize mistakes to go fast, they go and for a first growth mindset क्या होता है. हम बहुत आजकल jargons की बात करते हैं. growth mindset, inclusivity, yes, take him seriously, that's very important. जब हम ग्रोथ माइंडसेट की बात कर रहे होते हैं ना, तो हमें सबसे पहले अपना ग्रोथ माइंडसेट थोड़ा थोड़ा डेवलप करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. जो सबसे हाईएस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ ह्यूमन इंटेलेक्ट है ना, वो है सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. जब तक ये नहीं रियलाइज करेंगे कि हम कैसे हैं, हमारी क्या शॉर्ट कमिंग्स हैं, वी आर नेवर गोइंग टू बी अ सेफ स्पेस फॉर एनीवन. तो उनको गलतियां करने दें. ग्लास टूटा है, कोई बात नहीं, इट हैपेंस. यू गॉट 8 out of 15, इट्स ओके, कोई मसला नहीं, इट हैपेंस, हो जाता है. आपको ये थोड़ी थोड़ी चीजों से स्टार्ट करें. अरे कोई बात नहीं, आपके शूज गंदे हो गए, चले कोई बात नहीं, साफ कर लेते हैं, उनको बताएं तो ये इट्स ओके, ये हो जाती है चीजें. वो बच्चा इस रेलम में रहने लग जाता है, नहीं मैं बिल्कुल परफेक्ट हूँ, मेरे कपड़े खराब ना हो, मैं ये नहीं करूँ, मैं खेल नहीं सकता, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. टेल देम कि ये सब करने से यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी जज्ड और मार्क्ड, और नथिंग बैड इज एवर गोइंग टू हैपन. Then celebrate their efforts over intatability regularly. छोटी छोटी बातों पे जिसमें उसकी इंटेलिजेंस नहीं यूज हो रही, वहां पे उसको लगाएं. जहां पर उसका वो टैलेंट ही इज लाइक एन एवरेज, उसको वहां पे यूटिलाइज और इवैल्यूएट करें, जहां और बच्चों की तरह हो सकता है. एंड देन सेलिब्रेट ऑल दैट एफर्ट. Yes, celebration of little things, even appreciation. मैं आप लोगों से बात करती रहूं, आप लोग comments करें, कुछ भी करें, I don't appreciate or listen to you people, that will not create my rapport with you. So in order to create a space where you feel included, where you feel loved, it's very important कि आप बच्चे को encourage करें. But encouragement and celebration in a form that it's regulated. इतनी ज्यादा हम ओवर उस पे भी ना चले जाए, हाइप पे, कि वो बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा उस पे लगे, चलो अच्छा है, एंड ही स्टॉप्स गिविंग इन ऑल एफर्ट. ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. हमें बच्चे को एक बैलेंस में रखना है, क्रिएट बैलेंस इन बोथ द प्लेसेस, कि वो ज्यादा प्रेशराइज भी ना फील करे, येट एट टाइम्स ही इज चैलेंज्ड इन ऑर्डर टू make the most out of his intelligence. Then in phase 4 we talk about encourage peer support for shared experiences. बच्चों को बच्चों से बात करने पे encourage करें, आपके फ्रेंड्स से बात करें, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ उनको कनेक्ट करवाएं, उनके बच्चों के साथ, कजन्स, सिबलिंग कनेक्शन, ये सारी. क्योंकि आई हैव नोटिस्ड एज अ टीचर के बच्चों में ना इतना कंपटीशन हो जाता है कि वो दूसरे बच्चों को लुक डाउन करने लगते, एंड दे डू नॉट लुक फॉर पीयर सपोर्ट. तो कहते नहीं नहीं, इसको तो वैसे कुछ नहीं आता और मुझे इससे बात ही नहीं करनी, आई डोंट वांट टू बी अराउंड दिस किड. तो ये थोड़ा सा जो चीज है ना, दिस क्रिएट्स अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम एंड इट आइसोलेट्स देम. नाउ आई वांट all of you to just tell me, do you think as adults this can be applicable for us as well when we need support? Yes, do not taunt them. Thank you, Sophia. Yes, as adults, how much this all can support us as well, as parents, as caregivers. Do you think we can also get some benefit out of it? If doing all these steps, what will it create for us? हमारे लिए क्या create करेगा ये सब कुछ? हमें कैसा लगेगा? How would I feel if I'm doing all this for my child? Yes. Okay, building a strong. Yes, सोबिया, how would you feel? सोबिया, आपको कैसा लगेगा? आप बच्चे के साथ ये सारे स्टेप्स में कर रहे होंगे, हर चीज कर रहे होंगे, तो कैसी फीलिंग आएगी? I would really like to know about your feeling. How would you feel? जितना भी हमने सारा कुछ समझा, बात करी इस बारे में, we brainstormed. Inner satisfaction, yes. Thank you so much. Strong bonding. Fulfillment, thank you. Yes. So do you think कि as adults हमारे लिए यही चीज जरूरी है कि हमारा बच्चों से, आजकल का जो एक मेजर प्रॉब्लम है कि हम अपने बच्चों से दूर हो रहे हैं, लोग कहते हैं आप लोग अपने बच्चों से कनेक्टेड नहीं है, तो क्या लगता है कि अगर हम ये सारी चीजें क्रिएट कर दें अपने बच्चों के लिए, तो वो जो एक फ्रेंडली इन्वायरमेंट, एक अच्छा माहौल, एक पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्टफुल इन्वायरमेंट हम बच्चों के लिए क्रिएट करेंगे, हमें उससे satisfaction के साथ साथ it is going to create and channelize our energy also. Yes, strong connection, welcoming home rather than a runaway. That's very important. Thank you so much, Zenia. Safe space to break down if needed. Yes. Very nice. So as adults, we will also learn. बच्चे हमें भी सिखाते हैं, हम बच्चों से और सीखेंगे. हमको भी अपनी नेगेटिव एनर्जी, जो हम कभी कभार बच्चों पे हार्श हो जाते हैं, उनसे नाराज हो जाते हैं, हमें उसको रेगुलेट करना आ जाएगा, हमें समझ आ जाएगा अच्छा नहीं ठीक है, दिस इज द टाइम आई ऑल्सो नीड टू काम डाउन, बिकॉज एज अडल्ट्स वी आर ऑल्सो एक्सपेक्टेड परफेक्शन. मदर्स आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी अ परफेक्ट मदर. वो बच्चे का कुछ गलत नहीं हो सकता, इस तरह नहीं हो सकता. लेकिन जो गिफ्टेड बच्चों की माएँ होती हैं, उनके ऊपर भी सेम प्रेशर अप्लाई हो रहा होता है कि नहीं आपका बच्चे तो ऐसे कर सकता है, आपका बच्चा ऐसे. इट्स ओके इफ माई चाइल्ड इजंट डूइंग इट, आई एम फाइन, आई नीड टू रिलैक्स. इसमें कोई बड़ी और बुरी बात नहीं है कि मेरे बच्चे का एस ए की बजाय बी आ गया. It's not going to change my love for that child. So the key takeaway from today's session, I would like all of you to now open your mic and share something that you have learned. Yes, anyone, just open your mic and tell me आज कोई ऐसी बात, इतने हमने क्वेश्चंस किए, इतनी बातें की, इतना समझा, something that has impacted you or supported you. Come on, anyone, कुछ कोई प्रॉब्लम, कोई चीज ऐसी जिससे आपको लगा कि ये चीज रिफ्लेक्ट हो रही है, and how can we do, or any help that I can be of, that I can support you, anything. So these are the key takeaways from today's session. Always remember, gifted doesn't mean invincible. Yes, thank you so much, Sophia. As adults, we need to. Samreen, you're absolutely right. We need to understand कि वो बच्चा ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है. At times बच्चों का इस तरह का behavior is mostly because of attention seeking. उन बच्चों को इतनी attention मिलती है कि उनको attention seeking की आदत हो जाती है कि आप जिस चीज से फिर रोक रहे होते हैं, they are intentionally doing it, वो कर रहे होते हैं जानबूझ के कि ये तो करूं ताकि मुझे देखें, and मुझसे इस तरह से बात ना करें. और मैं जिस तरह से चाह रहा हूँ उस तरह से हो. Yes, peer pressure is also the reason. So now these are some key takeaways from our today's session. But like now I want all of you to just tell me कि ये सारा तो हमने कर लिया, सेफ स्पेस क्रिएट कर दी, कुछ ऐसी चीज बताएं कि हम बच्चों की एनर्जी किस तरह से चैनलाइज कर सकें. What do you think? How can we channelize the energy they are bringing? बच्चा है, हमने उससे बात कर लिया, वो अभी भी लेकिन चैलेंज्ड फील कर रहा है, उसको कुछ है मसला, कुछ ऐसी चीज, कोई ऐसा सजेशन दैट यू कैन गिव टू योर पीपल अराउंड कि किस तरह से उस बच्चे को हम सपोर्ट कर सकें. Yes, keep them busy doing things. Co-curricular activities help a lot. Try to minimize their learning time and try to create more co-curricular fun. Journaling really helps. आप बच्चों के साथ journaling कर सकते हैं. Give them something to write. How was their day? What was going on? Diary writing or journaling, it really helps them reflect on all of their actions. Playing creative activities are the best thing you can do. Yes, thank you so much, Samreen, Zenia. Brain games are very important. Yes, thank you so much. So gifted doesn't mean it has to be invincible. Support जो है वो कभी भी luxury नहीं होती. It's a necessity. A lack of attention creates problems, so it's very easy. Lack of attention भी ना पता है usually जब होती है बच्चे में, जब बच्चे को उसके चैलेंज वाला काम नहीं लग रहा होता. आप बच्चे को उसके एक चैलेंज से हायर काम देते हैं तो बच्चे को ऑटोमेटिकली लग जाता है. लेकिन उसमें भी बच्चा, अगर आपका लग रहा है कि आपको चाइल्ड इज गेटिंग ओवरवेल्म्ड, तो यू नीड टू स्विच दी एक्टिविटीज. आप एक्टिविटी दूसरी को लगा दें उनको और उससे उससे उसको एंगेज करें, जिससे उससे टाइम भी उसका इम्पैक्टफुली अच्छे से एंगेज हो जाए और वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा चैलेंज भी फील करे. और support is never a luxury for children. It's a necessity when we think because we really need to rethink success. मुझे एक बात बताएं, all of the people around, like now a lot of people are telling, yes, financial support is very important, but emotional support is it's more than important to all the children around. इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस की जब हम बात करते हैं तो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस हम एज केयर गिवर और पेरेंट्स होना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस देखिए इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट कि बच्चा आ गया, हमने उससे प्यार कर लिया, उसको अटेंशन दे दी, उसके साथ टाइम स्पेंड कर लिया. इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट होने के लिए आपको उसके शूज में खड़े होने का भी सोचना पड़ता है. एक बच्चा जो 13-14 साल का आपके सामने खड़ा हुआ है, उसके लिए तो ये पूरी दुनिया नहीं है. हम बड़े हैं, हमें समझ है, हमें लोगों की बात करने से स्टाइल से लेकर उनके बैठने उठने हमें सब समझ आ रहा होता है. अच्छा फाइन, दिस इज नॉट हाउ इट्स गोइंग. लेकिन जो एक छोटा बच्चा है, फॉर इंस्टेंस 7-8 साल का बच्चा है, ही इज ही इज आस्क्ड टू बी ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, तो उसके साथ एम्पथाइज करना इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अस एज पेरेंट्स, एज एडल्ट्स, वी रियली नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें कितना एम्पथाइज कर रहे हैं. नाउ anyone can just tell me कि empathy क्या रोल प्ले करेगी इसके अंदर, जो अभी हमने सारा कुछ समझा. तो what do you think, how can empathy build that relation with our children, जो भी हमारे साथ बच्चे हैं या जिनके साथ भी हम काम कर रहे हैं, how can empathy support all this? Come on, I am receiving a lot of good responses from all of you and I'm really enjoying all this. Yes, that's true. That's very important. Thank you, Batul. Encouragement is very important, but see, those children already have that confidence in them. Encouraging them to an extent where they are not overconfident, ये भी हमें अपने हाथ में ही रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि इससे चैनलाइज करना है उनको. मोटिवेट एंड रीइंफोर्स द गुड क्वालिटीज. रीइंफोर्समेंट ऑफ गुड एंड बैड बिहेवियर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वो गिफ्टेड हो या हमारे बच्चे हों जो थोड़े स्ट्रगलिंग मोड पर हमारे साथ हैं, या जो जिस चीज में भी मसला हो रहा है, यू नीड टू हैव दैट रीइंफोर्समेंट. दे फील काम्ड एंड कूल. दैट्स राइट. थैंक यू. We can win their trust. Yes, being empathetic towards them makes us understand. That's right. Thank you. Anyone else? Teach them the boundaries from start so they want understanding to develop. So now let's talk about one thing very important. Thank you so much for all the beautiful responses. Creates a sense of validation. Yes, it does. But tell me, to you as a guardian, as a parent, or as a caregiver, what is important? आपके लिए क्या important है? IQ का high होना या EQ का high होना? That is the emotional quotient बच्चे का. EQ. A lot of people are saying EQ. Yes. क्यों? Fine. This EQ is fine, but क्यों होना चाहिए? Why do you think Varisha EQ क्यों होना चाहिए? What's the reason behind all this thought process of yours? Yes, Ansa, that's right. If they are emotionally and if, yes, both. Both, yes. Again, balance is very important. एक चीज बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगी तो दूसरी चीज को बहुत underrated कर देंगे हम, because understanding how we feel is very important. That's right. Thank you. Anyone else? Strong kid. Okay. What else do you think? EQ तो कर दी हमने, सही, हमारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. जिंदगी अच्छी गुजारेंगे, ठीक है, तो अच्छी IQ के साथ नहीं गुजार सकते. सोबिया, बताएं मुझे जरा. EQ and IQ depend both on each other. IQ or EQ depend both on each other. Let's reflect on this, Ansa. How do you think, Ansa, IQ and EQ depend on each other? क्या आपको कैसे लगता है, ऐसा क्यों है? Yes, Ansa. Yes. If their EQ is high, they'll be able to, yes, that's right. लेकिन वही वाली बात आ जाती है ना, हम जब बच्चे में कोई भी चीज डेवलप करते हैं, IQ हो बच्चे की, उसको अगर हमें थोड़ा सा उसको और उस एक एक्सटेंशन लेवल पे लेके जाना है, या EQ हो बच्चे का, उसको हमें उसके अंदर वो एम्पथी, सिंपथी, ये वाला एस्पेक्ट डेवलप करना है, तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मैंने बहुत हाईली इंटेलिजेंट लोग भी देखे हैं which I'm sorry to say have a very low EQ level, क्योंकि आजकल के दौर में इतना सब कुछ हो रहा है. Yes, that's right, Ansa, that's right. इतना कुछ हो रहा है कि हमें पहले तो लोगों को के साथ एम्पथाइज करना बहुत जरूरी है, और हमारे बच्चों को ये चीज अंडरस्टैंड करना जरूरी है कि एम्पथी कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है। जब तक कोई एम्पथाइज नहीं करेगा, आगे वाले के बारे में सोचेगा नहीं, दे विल नॉट स्टैंड इन देयर शूज, दे विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डेवलपिंग एनी अदर थिंग। फिर वो रिलेशनशिप्स हो, वो रेजिलियंस हो, वो कुछ भी हो, वो ऑटोमेटिकली उसके साथ डेवलप हो जाता है। So now the room and space is open for all of you to ask questions. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes, anyone, any questions? Afra, do you have any questions? You have been a very quiet listener. I would really like to know your input on today's session. Yes. What's my definition of a good parent? Zinia, if you talk about me as a mother, मैं अगर अपनी बात करूं तो गुड पेरेंटिंग देखिए कुछ नहीं होता, वट एवर सूट्स यू एंड सूट्स द सिचुएशन, दैट इज अ गुड पेरेंट। समटाइम्स आपको नरमी और गर्मी जिसको कहते हैं ना, साथ लेकर चलनी पड़ रही होती है, विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज अ पेरेंट। आप उनके साथ प्यार मोहब्बत से भी रहें, एक फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप भी रखें, येट आपको एक फर्मनेस भी रखनी है और एक असर्टिवनेस भी रखनी है, ताकि बच्चा भटके ना, किसी गलत रास्ते पे ना जाए, कोई नहीं, बच्चे का नुकसान ना हो, क्योंकि हमारा अल्टीमेटली गोल तो बच्चों की ही बेटरमेंट है। Anyone else? Thank you for the very nice question, Zenia. So everyone, thank you so much. Let's keep the conversation going. And it was wonderful meeting all of you. I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot of things from you people. And this is my email address. Feel free to email, and this is my LinkedIn ID. Feel free to connect. And this is all from my side. Thank you so much for joining us today. And keep in touch. Thank you, Afra, for creating this beautiful space for all of us. This is the last session, I guess. This is the last episode. Good luck for the future, Afra. And thank you so much, everyone. All the best to all of you.
Thank you so much, Rahab, for joining and for explaining the whole topic in such a detail. And thank you so much to all the participants who joined, participated, and engaged, and made this session truly interactive for all of us. Literally, you explained everything so beautifully and in detail. Like, I really don't think so that everybody, like anyone else, would be having any questions left. But thank you so much for joining. It was truly a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.